Welcome back. Our 25 Sports Prep Rally Team of the Week is tonight the Prep Rally Teams of the Year. A look back at a school year to remember in Central Illinois high school sports. Indeed, let's begin our Parade of Champions in the fall. And boy, we had a lot of highlights from football, including the Normal Community Ironmen. They got back on top of the Big 12 Conference. They had a remarkable run, getting all the way to the state Final Four, anchored by just a stingy defense, a huge senior class, a big play offense. Normal Community, 12 wins and a state Final Four appearance for the Ironmen. A very special year for the Orange and Black. The Orange and Black of Washington also had a football season to remember. The last year for their retiring head coach, Daryl Crouch. They were undefeated Middle Illini champions. They won 11 games, and in the final game of the year, a semifinal game at a packed Babcock Field, Keenan McQuarrie in Washington gave East St. Louis all they could handle. Final Four in Class 6A for the Washington Panthers. Now to soccer, one of the great memories of the year, Peoria Notre Dame super sectional game versus Chicago Brother Rice in a driving snowstorm. Caden Hudson scored the game's lone goal and did some snow angels in the corner of the field with his victorious Irish. The Irish went on to play in the state championship game, got a goal right here by Declan Schuler, but wound up losing that state title 2-1. Still a second place finish for PND Soccer. Second place was also the Normal U-High Soccer finish in Class 1A. They knocked off Columbia in the semifinals. Owen Passetti with a beautiful goal right here for the Pioneers in the celebration. They finished in second place to North Shore Country Day. Peoria Christian also made it to the state Final Four, finishing fourth in 1A soccer. Now to volleyball, and the Morton Potters and Metamora Redbirds met in a sectional final. Three seniors, Gracie Junis to Tyler Matson to Kylie Berg, and the Potters stunned Metamora in a thrilling sectional match. They went on to get to Redbird Arena, first Middle Illini team to ever get to the state Final Four and bring home a trophy, the Morton Potters volleyball team. One team that believed all year, the Hardham Stags, led by a terrific senior Addie Beekman and Chloe O'Donohue. Coach Jennifer Hayes' team finishes second place in Class 1A volleyball. And when the gun went off at Detweiler Park, it was a terrific day for Central Illinois runners. The Elmwood boys finished third, the Peoria and Notre Dame girls third, the Eureka and Washington girls both finished fourth in state, so a memorable cross-country run for our area teams. Now to winter sports, and one of the most exciting and high-flying, rim-rattling basketball years I've ever covered in Central Illinois. We'll begin with the Peoria Notre Dame Irish, because they ended the year as state champions. Maya Wardle right here to Julia Mingus for this team that had terrific teamwork. Their game against Nashville, one of the great games of the year. A game that was won when the freshman, Emmy Wardle, a designed to play to go to Emmy. Her sister Maya Wardle said, let my freshman sister shoot it. She shot it. The Irish won it. Their first ever state title for Peoria Notre Dame girls basketball. The Illini Bluffs Tigers had a remarkable February and March Madness to remember. Led by high-scoring senior Lily Laskowiak, they stunned all kinds of top-ranked teams on their way to a state runner-up and a weekend to remember at Redbird Sefcu Arena for the Illini Bluffs Tigers. To boys basketball, the year began with high expectations of Normal Community, the tallest team in the state. They pulled off one of the highlights of the year, down one to Quincy at the buzzer. Jaheim Weber, the steal, the stuff. Normal Community, the most improbable win of the year, stunning Quincy in the sectional. They made it all the way to state, where they played great basketball and finished second place at state in front of a huge crowd at State Farm Center. Normal Community, undefeated Big 12 champs, second place in the state of Illinois. And maybe the most anticipated game of the year in any sport was the Peoria Richwoods Metamora sectional title game at a jam-packed Pontiac, with Lathan Somerville throwing down dunks. Peoria Richwoods controlled the game, won the game in Pontiac to lighten their fans. Coach William Smith and the Knights made it all the way down to Champaign, where they finished third place in state. An amazing year for the Peoria Richwoods Knights. And the Washington Panthers wrestling dynasty continues with a sixth state title. Washington beating Montini. Coach Nick Miller's son, Cale Miller, a big win right here in the title match, but it all came down to the final match. And when Sean Thornton posted a W, the Washington Panthers had won the state title 30-28. An amazing celebration, an amazing season for Washington. Now to spring sports. Let's quickly go through our Parade of Champions, the teams we've been talking about all spring. First of all, the Normal U-High girls used great relays and great depth to win the Class 1A state, the 2A state girls track champion, El Paso Gridley third in girls, Ridgeview Lexington third in boys. The Dunlap tennis team finished second in the state as a team, led by the state runner-up doubles team of Sean Kashup and Ethan McCraven. A great year for Middle Illini tennis, with Dunlap now has a first, second, and third place state trophy. As we showed you earlier in the show, Peoria Notre Dame capped off an amazing soccer season with a third place state trophy. What a soccer school for the Irish. Second place in boys, third place in girls this school year. The Illini Bluffs Tigers brought home a state softball trophy for a fifth straight season, a second place trophy for a team with just 2 seniors. And we have one team left, the Pontiac Indian softball team, guaranteed a state trophy this weekend, 2 wins away from a state title.